Whoa, let me take over for
Excuse
Janet.
me.
Hi, I'm Garrett. That's Janet.
I'm Janet, the one that's coughing.
And we're on the MSC Seashore, and we're on deck 8, where the pay-for restaurants are, specialty restaurants. And we just had a complimentary dinner in the butcher's cut, steaks. And it was completely paid for by the ship.
And it was very good.
So now the only question is anybody out there? Anyway, we're going to get up and walk around aimlessly on the seashore. Tomorrow is our last day on the ship, and it's a day at sea. I will show you the butcher's cut, because this is where we ate dinner. It took almost 2 hours. And there it is. We ate in the next room over, though. This is Kaito teppanyaki. And it looks like a lot of people waiting. Oh, they've got sushi. See that? Are we getting sound? Anybody know?
Salads.
So this is, like your Benihanas. And it looks like they're all starting at the same time. Oh, and it's only half full. See, they're eating sushi too. Also, this of course is the cocktail bar. So named because I guess they have cocktails. And yesterday, or last night, we went down this hallway to the Le Cabaret Rouge. Today, we're going to go this way. Capitan, ¿cómo estás?
Okay.
Hey, here's the captain.
Hi, how are you?
We are great. We're loving
Chief
you.
engineer.
Chief engineer.
Ah.
My second favorite person on a cruise ship.
That's right.
The last chief engineer gave us a
This
tour.
is our first MSC cruise.
But we went somewhere with his wife. So.
Yeah, it's good.
So, anyway,
We're liking it.
bunch
It
of
is
computer screens,
beautiful.
right?
Yeah.
Very beautiful ship.
Yes, it is.
Automatic ship.
Automatic. That's why you guys are here, right?
Actually, it's smart ship.
So
She knows what has to do.
the chief engineer told us that he could take over control of the ship
Yes.
in times of emergency,
Yes.
but you on the bridge could
when
not.
When I am on the ship, the most important thing that is looking my wife is the salary. If the salary is not cheap, she can take on the responsibility. I'm happy.
I love it. Thank you.
Don't even dare. Well, that was fortuitous, right? We saw the captain. We talked to him. Chief engineer.
The two most important people on the ship.
Well, and the Irish people.
Don't forget the Irish people.
Number 3. We talked about these yesterday. Okay, so we went here yesterday. We're going to walk down, well, the Star Band. Now, we haven't seen the Star Band. Of course, that's the lobby down below. They call this the atrium. It's 4 decks high.
Look at those two. Dancing down the stairs. Look.
I got her to wave. What about stairs?
They're dancing down the stairs. You
Oh.
missed it.
Well, the
Now they're
camera
going
was
to go
aimed
back
that
up.
way.
Look.
Janet thinks those people are dancing. No, Okay, I guess maybe. There's one of the glass elevators waiting to take off. Of course, once it reaches the ceiling of this, you don't see anything anymore. The ones in the back you do. Nice to see the captain stop for a talk. Yeah, he's a pretty amiable guy. Alan, are you from Australia? Anyway, I remember walking this way last night. We're going to go down a deck or two and do some other things. He's getting his picture taken.
Smile.
I even walked through that jewelry store, didn't I?
So,
Yes, that is me. 11:05 here on Saturday. Saturday? So it's here in the Caribbean, or Caribbean, it's 8 o'clock at night, 8:05.
on Friday.
Oh, on Friday.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought it was Thursday.
You're so weird. So today we took an excursion.
Wait a minute. Let's go right over here to Brooklyn. Oh, I never noticed the words cafe there. No wonder. I thought it was just Brooklyn Bar and they just left the bar off. Anyway,
So today we took a tour and help me.
okay, let's go around over here.
We're in Playa del Carmen,
Okay, so first of all, we were in Cozumel.
Cozumel.
We drove by Playa del Carmen a few minutes ago. So we were in Cozumel and we took an open buggy and snorkeling trip. And I think we got a little confused or didn't read the description correctly. It was an open buggy. We had 2 other people in there. It seats 4. I drove a little way, and then the Mary
and Eric
from
Atlanta.
Georgia, not Atlanta,
That's right.
just Georgia. Outside Savannah, they said.
Hi guys, thanks for driving.
Yeah. So they drove the rest of the way. She did, so that the rest of us could have drinks, which I thought were included. They weren't. So we got 2 little tiny shots of tequila, and then he tried to sell it to us. And one of the bottles was $400 a bottle. And it's like, dude, really?
You're trying to sell it to the wrong people.
Yeah. Yeah.
The snorkeling was at this little resort that had 3 swimming pools. It had hammocks and lounge chairs and, showers and lockers and everything. But we were supposed to be there for an hour. They spent 20 minutes talking about the resort and then talking about the snorkeling equipment. Then we got the equipment and we're in the water maybe 20, 25 minutes.
20 minutes, but yeah, well,
But
it might have been a half an hour.
the Caribbean really is blown out. There's no coral. We did see a few
a
fish.
little coral.
Yeah, a little bit is coming back.
And a few fish.
A few
it was
fish.
clear water, but it was
But just nothing to see.
it was a dud. Watch
Yeah.
our video of snorkeling in Fiji,
Then you'll see some nice snorkeling.
okay? Or anywhere else.
So that was like 20 minutes from the ship. So that was a 20-minute drive there. Then we drove about 45 minutes to
We drove around the southern tip over to the Caribbean side, the east side, and it was a beach with waves are coming, and that's where we had lunch.
lunch.
And lunch was pretty good.
Lunch was good.
Lunch was fajitas, and I had fish
Salad.
fajitas, and Janet had chicken
fajitas. Some nice salsas.
A beer was $5.
5. The Coke was $4.
Yeah, a can of Coke
We
was
had
$4.
hibiscus tea, which was actually pretty good.
Yeah, and refreshing.
But it took all the time of being there. We were supposed to be there for an hour. And they had the hammocks and they had the loungers and stuff. We had no time to go on those.
Yeah, once you got in there and
Yeah.
sat and ate, you had like 15 minutes, and that was tequila tasting time. And after two things, because
Little tiny.
it's like then he tried to sell us, and it's like no thanks. And so we walked away, and we walked
Time to
out
go
to the
back.
beach. So I've got some video. Wait, watch for the video.
Then we got back into the buggies and drove to a little Mayan inspired village where
Yeah.
they did a little
Little
show on
show.
stage. It was cute.
A skit.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, they
It was just
danced
good. It was
around
cute, and
lit stuff on fire.
so then we came back into town.
Yeah, actually, the funnest part of the whole thing was the buggy ride. However, we were in that car driving for a total of an hour and a half out of 5 hours, maybe more.
Yeah,
So
an hour and a half to 2 hours.
anyway,
And we got it for $119 before the cruise, and on the cruise it was $139. So we got a bit of a discount on it. It was a way to spend the day, so can't knock it for that.
yeah, let's move on. Let's go. Hi.
Hello.
How are you today?
Good.
Fabulous.
Yes. This is infrared red light. This makes you 24 years younger.
I'm already 24 years younger.
Okay, are you ready for transformation? We make you take.
Before and after. Thank you. Now, normally, there's a band playing here too. Looks like the steel drum guy is going to come on in a minute. Maybe 8:15, who knows? Let's walk this way.
The ship is just beautiful, though.
That's a really nice ship, although some areas where you have to walk are pretty tight for the number of people on here. This one is wide open. Over there by those restaurants, though, this is narrow. It's half the size. These are the elevators and stairs, and it's half this size. If I stood here at this wall,
You could touch the other wall.
yeah, I could touch the other wall down there.
That was the only place that we saw that.
I think we squeezed by there on one of the lives.
This is the gym, which we've spent no time in.
Yeah, but they will give you a free foot alignment. But every cruise ship will give you a free foot alignment and then try to sell you an insole for $150, right? Now, this looks like a mess. So I'm not familiar with this equipment, but it looks like it's broken and piled in there. Techno gym. Spas over there.
We went in the thermal spa yesterday.
Got some heavy balls here. Yeah, we went in the thermal spa yesterday because it was day before on the sea day. And of course they have these.
If you need a block or
And they have these.
roller.
And they have, these are bouncy balls. And they have free weights. Weight machines. Towels. Disinfecting spray. There's the free weights. But they don't, the ship holds in double occupancy almost 6,000 people. And this is less treadmills and less ellipticals and less free weights and less weight machines than on the Grand Princess, which only holds 3,000 people, if even that. So it's weird, but I guess, look how empty it is. So Maybe they don't need more, right?
Some of
Anyway.
it's very fancy.
Yeah, 3-foot analysis with our in-store expert. In-store. Wellness
So
experience.
tell us what you want to see.
So we're going to go downstairs and walk through the casino again and see if we get thrown out. I'm not doing it to get thrown out. I'm doing it so you can see it. It's Janet's second favorite place on the ship. Tomorrow, we're going to go live from our cabin. I realized last night that we haven't shown our cabin on this ship, and it's a beautiful cabin. So I'm sure you will love seeing it. Now this is the theater, but there's a show going on. Let's go in real quick. Oh, standing room only.
At least for what I know, dreams were born to spread the wings and fly! Thank you very
So we're coming to the next show, which starts in half an hour or something, hour. But they're going to start pouring out of here. In fact, let's stand right here.
Doesn't start for an hour and 10 minutes.
Janet's right. Oh, he's still going.
Outside?
Okay. Does that go outside?
Thank you. Yeah. Oh,
I don't think you need to be in there.
it's a walkway. You think it's crew only? Oh, passenger access prohibited.
Janet just tried to get me in trouble again. So on this cruise, you need 8,000 points to get a free cruise. 8,000 points, slot points, or whatever points. I put about $400 into these machines, and I have amassed 200 points. So do the math now. How long is it going to take me to get 8,000? And can I do it in one day? What will your next cruise be? Potassium feldspar. I will tell you what our next cruise is once we go outside here. We're going to wait right here. You're going to hear the elevators talk. Right now, our next cruise is not till the end of August, and it's a 16-day round trip from LA to Alaska. And then we're going to stay on the ship and sail from LA through the Panama Canal to Fort Lauderdale. So right now, that's our next cruise, although we're looking for something
Before summer.
April, May. So since you asked, okay, let's stay over here. Well, they're not pouring out like I said they would, but and I think everyone else, that's cool, yeah. Thank you. I think everyone else has realized the machines are really tight, and so they're just playing them for fun, although it costs just as much money to play for fun, turns out. She's winning. You know, one thing I really think is cool.
Gareth, here's the list.
Oh, Janet wants to say, okay, sailing 6 to 8 nights. What I was going to say is, I think these are really cool. This squished money sculpture. Oh, now's the crowd coming from the theater. There's a 20. Ooh, big win, big win. There's 100. And here's $1 for George. Where's George? Ooh. So it's the MSC Signature Casino. That's a sculpture. Janet keeps looking in that cup for ducks.
I found a little tiny one in it the first day.
Oh, okay, that's not the band playing. That's recorded music. No alcohol will be served to guests under 21. Okay. That's good, right? There's a bunch of people crowded on an elevator. Okay.
Good evening, MSC Seashore. In just 2 minutes, we're going to come over singing If You Know It with your star back. So come on, everyone, come closer.
They've got microphones down there. You see that?
Just 2 minutes.
I couldn't understand a word he said other than in just 2 minutes, I think he said. That's the champagne wine bar we just went through. Yeah, now see, this is where I was talking about. This is like a 2 people width. Wait, stand next to me. See, I'm against it here,
I'm against it here.
and Janet's against it on that side. And it's the passage between the stairs and the elevators.
Let's see, can I touch both sides? Yes.
There's a guy trying to get around you too. He wants to touch both sides. Whoa. Oh. We should go. Nah. We're down to our dining room. I mean, people will probably be
Okay.
gone. So we're going to walk down these stairs to the main dining room where we normally eat. But it's on deck 5. And it's a lot like Tribeca, the dining room above the dining room where you usually eat. So let's walk in here first. Now you'll notice how this is arranged,
Hi,
right?
I'm good. How are you?
You know, now look at the one by us, or the one we eat in. Let's go over here. Hi. Tribeca. The whole ship is New York themed. You know, where the guy was playing the steel pan, the steel drum, that was Times Square. And of course, there's the Manhattan restaurant. There's the Fifth Avenue restaurant, I think. And we eat in Central Park. And I'm just going to walk in here. And now see how different it is? See how different? And that's our table right there. And these people have never sat there before next to us. There was always this couple next to us. But they have big tables if you got a big group. Well, but it goes on and on, right? Of course, so did the Tribeca. It went way back here too. Way back. Look at those people. They're way in the corner. And now we're in the kitchen. So, watch out behind you. Go that way. Hi. Fabulous. Enjoying your cruise?
Yes.
Thank you. I don't know why I thanked him. Hey, you guys sailed on Queen Mary 2? No. We've never been on a Cunard or Cunard ship. I've been on the Queen Mary, the one in Long Beach, but that was a long time ago when it first got there. And it's small, right? But no. I hear they're not as formal as they used to be, but still very formal.
Remember to set the clock.
Yeah, we lose an hour tonight. So we're going to go right over here. Oh, just so you know, that's guest services right there. Okay? We're in the bottom of the lobby, bottom floor of the atrium.
Everybody coming up to deck number 5. Let's bring it on.
Okay, so they're starting some game, right? But there it is. Let's go this way. Hi. All right. Well, this is the photo place, so we should be safe here for a little while. Anyway, Janet and I are going to say good night. Good night.
Thanks for watching.
Hey, Liam. Hey, Austin. Hey, Ashley. Hey, Jesse. Hey, Christina. Hi, Hasty, and Jules. Didn't hear from you tonight, Jules.
I'm Janet,
I'm Garrett.
and we'll see you in the next port. Bye-bye.
Bye.